You can't, go get a bucket of engagement, can you? But you know it when you see it. It's like the judge was talking about pornography. I know what it is when I see it. So, and I'll give you a little story where I saw it. There's a tea shop right by my house. It's about, I don't know, a mile or so away. Brand new. It's a great place. But when we walked in, my friend and I, it is an immense wall of different types of teas. Little cubbies and boxes and things, and it was just kind of confusing, overwhelming, particularly to somebody like me that really doesn't know teas. The salesperson came up, and she walked me through it. She answered my questions. She showed me the layout. She showed me, where the caffeinated teas were, the non-caffeinated, and she just wandered through it, answered a lot of questions when she realized I really didn't know what I was talking about, didn't have a clue. So she asked those questions to guide me along in my decision-making process. She was a little low-key, but she was just perfect for the kind of conversation I wanted to have. The end of the conversation, I had purchased a fair amount of product. If she had sat there right by the cash register, which she could have done, I would have bought nothing. I would have walked out the door. But because of the way she handled me and my friend, I not only bought a lot of product, but I also became a pretty loyal customer. That's where your engaged employee shows up. That's where that engaged employee drives value. And whether you're a consultant, you're an engineering firm, whatever, that person who's not on the top of the ladder, but anywhere on it, that's what engaged employees show up. Now, as a business owner or advising business owners, why do you care about an engaged employee? A couple basic ones. First of all, like this young lady did, it drives the top line up. It improves revenue. And there's a employee customer service profit chain. It was a study done at Sears. And it talked about if you improve employee engagement, it improves customer service, and you can see a measured revenue at the end of 90 days. So it drives the top line. But as importantly, it drops your bottom line, your expenses, turnover, sick days. It eliminates presenteeism. You understand what presenteeism is? And I'm not pronouncing it well, they're just there. They're not doing anything. They're collecting a paycheck. You're paying them to breathe. What is interesting, Gallup last spring released a poll or a study. You're smiling. I think you've read it. 70% of the American workforce was unengaged or actively disengaged, sabotaging. 30% of the American workforce was considered engaged, working for the brand. What's even scarier was only 25% of senior leadership was considered engaged. That is what is scary if I'm thinking about American business. And they studied all the different countries. It's a global survey. And if you Google Gallup, it's a pretty regular poll they do. It's pretty informative. So that's engagement. But once again, engagement is that lagging indicator. And everybody understand what I mean by leading and lagging? Okay. So this is a lagging entry. That shows us what's happening in the organization.